easy go.
Hey, good morning, guys. It's Joe from the Lead Life Reloading, and this episode is going to be a little bit different. Really has nothing to do with guns whatsoever, but it has to do with genocide or fratricide occurring at my residence, and I want to take you along on this journey and have some fun with it. I'm going to title this one "Murder on My Front Lawn." I think I want to title it that. I got to be careful because I live in the liberal state of New York, and you got to be careful what you say, especially on video. People get offended real quick. Next thing you know, I'll have cops showing up at my front door. But really what I'm talking about today is I decided to kill off my entire front yard and side yard lawn, which is a mix of perennial rise, fine fescue, I think there's some creeping fescue in there, and so on and so forth, and there's a lot of less desirable grasses in there. I did not put down my crabgrass preventative or pre-emergent because I knew I was going to be killing off the grass. I didn't want to spend money on it, but I'll show you some beautiful pictures of what the lawn looked like this year. As you can see there, beautiful stripes, deep green. And then I'm going to be showing you another video of what it looks like post chemical warfare. So, you know, today I used this stuff right here, Knockout 41% glyphosate, and I also used some Roundup that I had left over. I actually had to make only 1 gallon with this, which is only 18% glyphosate, and of course surfactant. Anytime I do my miners, spray miners or whatever I'm spraying, Humix, I always use shampoo and shampoo my grass. I feel like every time I use shampoo on the grass, the water breaks the surface and goes deeper into the roots, and I gotta tell you, it really paid off. I had some burnt grass on my lawn from the 100 degree weather that we had for a heat spell here on Long Island, and it started turning brown, and it pretty much died overnight. I thought it was dead, and I went ahead and took a hose end sprayer, and I just loaded the whole thing up with shampoo, and I sprayed the grass, and within a couple of days it greened right back up again. The water was actually able to get down below the surface level, break that surface grime, waxy, and penetrate that surface. And it's worked out real well. Anyhow, my word of suggestion to you folks out there that are using glyphosate, have a dedicated sprayer. I have my Ryobi backpack sprayer and my leaf blower, and there's my new Honda YZA, HZA. I only use a dedicated El Cheapo handheld pump sprayer when I'm using glyphosate. The last thing you want to do is start spraying miners on your lawn, or sea kelp or seaweed or whatever it is. I mean, I've got the gamut of all the goodies here, and the last thing you want to do is accidentally use the container that had glyphosate in it and start spraying your miners down on a brand new lawn. It's going to be dead quick, and this stuff is so effective that even after rinsing it out with bleach and water and cleaning it and opening it up and aerating this, I mean giving air to the sprayer, let it dry out, if you use that again, you've got a good chance of getting some glyphosate in places you don't want it. And we know what glyphosate does. It kills everything. Also, I like to use marker dye when I'm spraying, because I hate going back and forth and filling up my bucket and realizing that, or filling up my sprayer and realizing I don't know where I left off. I like my lines nice and clean. I can see everywhere that I've sprayed off, and you know, unfortunately you look like a giant Smurf afterwards, but it's worth it. This stuff is cheap. Also, when it comes to non-ionic surfactants, don't go out there and buy these, you know, like this stuff, you know, it's, why? Why spend, I don't know, what is this, $22? It's got the same exact active ingredient as shampoo. And sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium lauryl sulfate, that's the chemical component or the compound in any soap that is used to break the surface tension of the water. That's all it does. That's all a non-ionic surfactant is, breaking the surface tension of the water, so that way when water goes onto your lawn or onto your bushes or your flowers or your vegetables or whatever, instead of it beating up and just dropping right off, the shampoo breaks the surface tension, and when you spray it onto a plant or your lawn or whatever you're spraying it on, it coats the entire leaf or flower or vegetable or whatever it is that you're spraying, and it doesn't drip off. And I've been using it for a long time. It also breaks the surface tension of the ground in the thatch layer, and allows the water to go down deeper into the ground. And, you know, really every 2 weeks, shampoo your whole lawn. Just get a cheap bottle of shampoo, get a hose end sprayer, fill it up with shampoo, and go nuts. And get the kids involved. I mean, it blows bubbles all over the place. It's fun, and it's not bad for the lawn. Actually does wonders for your lawn. So I'll put up some pictures of the before and after of what this looks like. Right now I'm working on getting some of my miners fixed. As you can see there, just got my soil sample back and from the lab, and I want to get those straightened out. I'm low on boron, so I bought some borax and I put that down. And my major is my NP and K. It's recommending a 16-16-16. So I'm going to go back and fix that. But I am using a 90%, 10% mix of Turf Type Tall Fescue with a Kentucky Blue. And I got it from the Super Seed store. Drew up at the Super Seed store. I actually spoke to Mary a couple times, and she recommended a 90-10 mix. I'll give it a shot. I'll probably use a seed slicer, or I'm definitely going to core aerate after the lawn dies. Dethatch it, core aerate. I'm actually having some topsoil delivered. I want to even out a couple of spots, top dress it, and really get this looking nice. But I wanted to use an elite seed, and this stuff was not cheap. 50 pounds of Turf Type Tall Fescue and the Kentucky. I'm right at about $600 in seed for 50 pounds. So I'm really, you know, hoping this looks like a fairway out here. That's the plan. But here's the information from the Super Seed store. Here's a picture of some of the products that I've been using. Once this stuff starts dying off, we'll make another video. From me to you, have a great summer. Today is July 30th, 2019, my first day off from work. And I look forward to talking to you guys again. As you can see, I put a little bit of weight on. I got to get that weight back off again. But talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.